Hey guys, Ryan here again, Rytek Marine. Just wanted to show you today, I've been working on this little bracket here for a TM150 made by Airmar for quite a while, and finally just got it all wrapped up and just gonna show the actual assembly and how it all works. So couple things with the TM150. The whole bracket is plastic, and it's notorious, or I found, for actually, I don't have the rest of it out here in the wood shop right now, but it's notorious for actually physically popping up when you're on plane. To get a decent enough signal, it just has a little plastic snap that actually ties into this little area here when the bracket's on it. Also, the stock one has a bunch of different shims that you have to buy separately from Navico or Airmar or whatever. So just for shimming and leveling, it's kind of a pain in the butt. So I wasn't overly impressed with it. And I actually landed up just putting through bolts, and that's what this hole, the stock one, doesn't have these little holes in there. I actually put little 1/8-inch bolts through there to lock it solid, but still wasn't overly impressed with it. So I actually came up with a bracket. This is what it looks like when it's all together, and I'll show you here now how to do it. So a couple things that I had to do. You'll take the bracket all apart. Comes apart no problem, all the stock pieces. There's 2 screws in the front, just little Phillips stainless screws. You take them off, and it did require a bit of sanding on the top. There's a mating piece that sits on here, so I just had to touch it with the just the orbital sander or die grinder, whatever you want. It took 2 seconds to take this little ridge off. You can see kind of just around the profile of the bottom profile that comes up, there was a little bit of a ridge there, so that had to be taken off. So what I have to do to make this work is I actually supply you a drilling template that is required because the through bolt, you can see, is going to be down shorter on the bracket, which comes out close to these holes here that I designed. The factory bracket has little pieces that actually stick out of the housing. That's going to be a locator to hold the whole bracket together. I've kind of incorporated all that. I don't know if you can see that in the picture, but it's just right there, and you'll see that in a minute. So to do this, all you're going to do is snap in the actual drilling template. It's a little bit tricky to get it in and seated, but just because the tolerances I had to make was pretty tight, so you could drill the through hole and all that. So basically, it slides in just like that, and then just to locate, you can put in the screws in the front. That way you know the holes are in the exact position. So I'm only going to put in one. It doesn't need more than one, just to tighten and cinch it down for drilling. It's locked in tight. It's not going to go anywhere. So what we're going to end up doing is actually drilling a 3/8 hole right through the plastic right there, and that's going to be the new spot for the bolt to actually go through. You can see the top hole that's cut in there is just referenced to show you the hole going through in the black on the other side, so you can actually know it's just lined up. I put that there just so you can see when that's all lined up. So all you're going to do is take your cordless drill, chuck a 3/8 drill bit, and actually hold on top, pinching the plastic up here. You could use a clamp if you want to. Make sure you keep the cable apart, and just slowly drill through the bracket. That's one side. Turn it around. The cable kind of gets in the way there. And that's it for the drilling template. So you can pull that screw back off. This is quick and easy. Pull the bracket back out. And unfortunately, the bracket, the drilling template, it actually says TM150 template. I don't know if you can see it there in the video, but that actually just gets set to the side and you never have to use it again. And if you have a buddy or if you're a installer, you can just get one of those, and then you just buy the brackets separately all the time. So next thing to do, take the bracket apart, unscrew it all like my normal brackets, for this one has quite a bit more play in here. You can see almost heavy, almost a 3/8 of an inch, but you'll figure that out. See why I do that in a second. So take the actual bracket. So this is it here. It's got 2 holes there. One lines up, the top hole lines up into that little ledge there that's going to tie into the bracket. And got the logo all done there again, all formed nicely. So you're going to slide it into place. And it goes down, there's a hole that goes over where the wire is going to slide through. So you just slide that across, cinch it down like that. Take your little stainless steel screws, put them guys through, screw it down, lock that all nice and solid. And then, so you can see, it's now snapped into place, and you can see this plastic actually locks in there. I don't know how, I should have opened up the cord a little bit more, but so you can see that little bit of plastic groove there actually sits inside that other hole. So what that does is keeps the back of the bracket, actually the back of the plastic bracket that's formed into the transducer, it keeps that all in line and nice and tight there. You can see how that actually works. So then we got that. Then we just go on like the regular transducers. A little grommet there. I just recommend getting a little bit wet. I just put some saliva on it, put my mouth for a second. Put the grommet around the cable. Slide it in. So it's like so. Actually, I did that backwards. You want to have the, when you do the grommets, you want to have the cut end to the back. So the cut goes in first. Line that all up. There it goes. Looks like normal grommet again. And then all you're going to do is push it down. You can take your bolt, washer on one end, take it down, put it actually through. And you can take the little stainless steel bushing that goes in between these two. Now this part's identical to my other brackets. It just slides in like that. Bolt through. Sorry if my arm's getting in the way here. It's kind of hard to do it with. Sometimes just needs a little tap to get everything through. Washer. And the nut. So that is the new revised TM150 Rytek transducer brackets. So nice thing about this is you're going to get all that normal leveling. You can fully adjustable, lots of strength. You know, you're never going to have to worry about that popping up anymore like I was experiencing or many others. You get real decent wire management. Actually, what I should have done was put the grommet in behind. I'll just pop this off again. Put the wire in behind the actual bushing so then it goes up nicely, which is how it was designed. So just line that back up, straight through. There you go. And back on, tighten her down, and away you go. So, yeah, that is the new TM150 bracket made by Rytek. So if you have anyone that, or if you have or know anyone that has a TM150, they're an amazing 2D transducer. With chirp, I can pick up fish at 150 to 300 feet of water right on the bottom or whatever. It's just the detail is amazing compared to the normal Lowrance transducers. So if you're a Simrad guy or a Lowrance guy, these ones here work for you. I know they also have TM150s for the Garmins and whatnot also. So Not 100% sure if those brackets are the same, but I think they are. They just have a little different area up here, but everything else is the same. So that is the new bracket. Any questions, just ask me on my page, or you can go on the Rytek Marine Facebook page and go from there. But that is it. Thank you.